welcome to another video, my fellow Cobra Kai fans. In this one, I got something juicy to go over here. This is a tweet from Hayden Schlossberg, and this is something that he posted to his Twitter. From when I'm recording this, 21 hours late to the party of this one. But this one I really needed to talk about. Now, normally I don't do these because these could be very cryptic. They could be sort of misleading. They could be sort of going, you know, hey, let's send them a couple of different ways. But if this is anything to go by, this is everything that I have been saying for videos, in just countless videos, is that all the theories that we have could genuinely, absolutely be wrong. And I'm going to get into why with this statement right here. So this comes from Hayden Schlossberg, and he tweeted this out. I've been watching and rewatching the All Valley tournament in Season 4. There are so many times when I got revved up and almost lose it. It's like every Rocky fight rolled into one and built up with so much hype and anticipation, leading to an explosion of non-stop action. Now, before I go any further, to instill the context of the Rocky movies. Now, I'm sure we've all seen Rocky movies. But what kind of Rocky movies are we talking about here? Are we talking about in general, or are we talking specifics? Now, in Rocky 4, Rocky's friend Apollo goes in the ring and ends up dying, and, you know, cue the Drago line of if he dies, he dies. Is it Rocky 5, where we go into a street fight setting and that's the non-stop action? Or is it just a metaphor for the All Valley being non-stop action in the first place? I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think anyone's necessarily going to die, but I think the fallout from this finale is going to be very reminiscent of Season 2. I think whoever wins this All Valley, there's going to be some kind of altercation afterwards where it breaks out into an all-out war. And I'm talking parking lot, brawl action. And if that's the case, then the police are definitely going to be arresting a lot of people. But when you say the Rocky movies, there's one movie I can think of, and that's Rocky 5, where Rocky 5 was the movie that took it outside. It took the fights outside, off the mat, you know, or out of the ring in this instance, and Rocky was fighting a former protege of his out in the street. So there is many ways this can go down. Now, for this to happen, let's say the All Valley happens, whoever wins it wins it. If we're looking at this objectively, who do I think is going to be the one to set this fight off? I don't think it's going to be Daniel. And Johnny could set it off, but I think Johnny won't really... That's not really his style unless he really wants to do it. He's, you know, he's come a long way in that aspect. If he was still careless, he probably would do it. But I feel like a part of his arc is starting to, you know, be more aware of what his actions actually are. But I feel like if, let's say, Miguel wins, I could totally see Silver, Kreese, and Robbie doing, or Tori and Kyla doing something that sets up just an all-out war between the dojos in the parking lot or what have you. Or after the winner's announced, there's a fight that breaks out outside. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Maybe it's an explosion of non-stop action just in the sense that it's the All Valley. There's going to be fights galore, and that every fight, it has so much Rocky vibe attached to it. That could be the case. However, big however, I feel like there is more to this tweet than meets the eye. Now, Hayden could have just tweeted this to throw people off, to see what people would come up with, to see what people would say. But I genuinely feel that this is actually meaning more than just the All Valley. I think there is going to be a major fight that happens post the All Valley. Because this episode's got to be long. Like, I really don't think the All Valley is going to be done in one episode. I think the All Valley is going to be done in 2 episodes. It wouldn't surprise me if you have the main bulk of the All Valley in the first episode, and then in the second episode you have the final match, and then the outcome, the fallout of whoever wins. And if I was any kind of a betting man, who would I pick to have what I would call the Miguel fate? It would have to be Robbie. I feel like something would have to happen to Robbie in order to plant the seed of his redemption later on. Because if we look at everything that Robbie's gone through up to this point, let's compare it to Hawk. Hawk's redemption is amazing and it's beautiful, but Hawk's true redemption is in Season 4. His redemption moment was at the end of Season 3 when he saved Dimitri from Rickenberger and the other dude. But Robbie's redemption is something that is going to be the long-term goal of this show. It's not going to be something that's done in a similar way to Hawk. I feel like it's going to be done over time. And I feel like this could be the perfect way to really sort of bring Robbie over with the fans that are unsure of him or not warming to him. And this could also be a way of really allowing Robbie to take full accountability for his actions. Now, before anyone jumps down my throat, I have done countless videos many times where I have said Robbie has taken accountability, he has taken responsibility, but things happen, things come up, and that just prevents him from really harping and dwelling on that and really sort of making amends, if that makes sense. But if I was any kind of betting man, I would say it would be Robbie or Hawk. One of those two that's going to get really injured or hurt by the end of this. I feel like that we are in line for a similar ending to Season 2, that whoever wins the All Valley, it's not going to just be like this, oh, they've won the All Valley. It's going to be this dark moment. I want this to be the Empire Strikes Back season of Cobra Kai. Now, people have said to me, well, Jacob, wouldn't it make more sense for the bad guys to win in Season 5, for the good guys to win in Season 6? I'm going to say no, because Season 5 is where the dojos start to really cement themselves as to the final battle. And then Season 6 is the final battle, if that makes sense. Season 4 has to be where Terry and Kreese win. I honestly want Robbie to win this. Now, if Miguel wins, I don't mind. It's cool. You know, he is the Karate Kid of this new generation. If Dimitri wins, then hey, you know, I don't know how I feel about it, but hey, cool. But for me, it's only Robbie or Miguel. I can only see these two actively winning it, and if I really wanted to pick a person to win, it's got to be Robbie. It's not because I'm a Robbie fanboy or whatever, it's just that Robbie winning serves so much to the story. You've got no idea. It opens up so many doors. It really does. But in the context of the tweet, if we're just talking about the All Valley, he's been watching it and rewatching it. That means, you know, hey, post-production is really going smooth. Like, you know, it's really going smooth. So we could get it, you know, once again, sooner rather than later. And I just can't wait for it, guys. I really can't wait. I feel like the All Valley is going to be one thing, but there's going to be something that happens afterwards that just goes even more insane. I don't feel like the All Valley is, you know, going to be the thing, and then whoever wins, wins, and that's it. Cut to black, you know, Season 5. I feel like there's going to be a cliffhanger. A really strong cliffhanger that sets up Season 5 perfectly. And that's one thing that this show does so well, and the benefit of them having a plan is they know where they're going, they know what they're doing. And Season 4 is probably going to be my favourite season out of the bunch, and I know everyone's going to say that, but for me it will be. Because Season 5 and 6, what have you got left? You've got Mike Barnes, you've got potentially Julie, you've got Robbie's redemption, you've got Johnny and Daniel winning, having their little Rocky, having their little Rocky 3 moment at the end to probably finish it off. But ultimately, this is the season where I want the bad guys to win. Now, obviously, I know people would say, but Jacob, Cobra Kai aren't the bad guys. The show, yeah, I know, but come on. Kreese, Silver, Robbie, Tori, and Kyler, they're the bad guys. This season, they're the bad guys. Not the bad guys as in bad, you know, I just mean, looking at it at face value, they're the antagonists to our protagonists this season. And I just feel like it would serve so much for Cobra Kai to win. I really would like Robbie to win this. And I just keep thinking back to Rocky 4. If they say there's Rocky vibes in there, think back to when the coach is saying, throw the damn towel, when Apollo's getting beaten to death by Drago. What if it's a similar situation? What if someone goes down in the ring? You never know. You never know. This just opens up even more possibilities. But I am praying. I am absolutely praying you're the best around plays during this tournament. Please. Please. Please, please, please. Because it wasn't used in Season 1. But in Season 4, it is the perfect time to play. You're the best around. Just please. Please, 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 please. Guys and girls, jump in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this. What do you theorize from it? What do you take from it? What do you think this means? Do you think it might just mean that the explosion of non-stop action is just the All Valley fights in general? Or do you think it's even further than that? What if there's something after the All Valley? Like an all-out war in the parking lot? Or an all-out war at a dojo? Or maybe something even worse? Or maybe a fight between the senseis? You never know. You never know. Guys and girls, jump in the comment section down below. We march forward to 6K subscribers. I can't thank you all for your, support and appreciation. I really appreciate all of you. and welcome to Chosen Vader Karate. And as I say on a multitude of videos, you know, I cover Star Wars here, Marvel, DC, Fast and Furious, Transformers. I cover it all here. So if you're a fan of all pop culture and all things movies, you're in the right place. And I do streams daily, you know, weekly as well. So you can always, you know, interact with me that way and ask questions. And yeah, it's just a fun community to be a part of. So guys and girls, I'll see you all in another video soon. Strike first, strike hard, show no mercy. You're dismissed. Oh, and can we get Chosen on a Skype call to Daniel? I think that'd be pretty fun.